Hello, welcome to Zentangle Project Pack Series number 5. My name is Rick.
And I'm Maria. And the tutorials in this series can easily be watched in any order. However, we do recommend watching the introduction to Project Pack 5 first, as it explains the inspiration behind Zentangle cartouches, discusses the materials, and instructs you on how to prepare and mount your photos or keepsakes.
So in this video, I'm going to show you a border that I'm doing around this Japanese coin. And this is a 4 mon coin from Japan. And it was from, as I understand it, the Kanai Tsuho time. And from late 1700s, early 1600s, early 1800s.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use this architectural putty because you can use the other sticky goody stuff that comes in the project pack, but I was just thinking this would be easy to get off the coin. They're really cool coins, and they're not that expensive. I think they're like $4 or $5, and I'll tell you later why I really, really like this coin, although you may have already figured it out. So got a little bit of architectural putty there. I'm going to be using a tan Zentangle tile. I'm just going to stick that right in the middle and then push it down. And this works really well, and we use it all over the house.
The putty, yeah.
Literally all over the house. And so there we go. So we're nice and solid on the tile. I'm going to use a black micron. I know that you don't have one that was in the project pack, but I think a lot of people probably have one, but you can use any of the pins there. And I'm doing the traditional aura around this coin, just a long way away. Turning my tile, sort of retracing the line so there's a less drastic transition, and then just overlapping it when I get to the other end.
So you can see Rick isn't really even, but this adds, you have to realize that this adds to the beauty of the piece when it's
Right.
not a perfect circle done with a compass.
So I'm doing crescent moon, and I'm doing crescent moon a little bit different in that I'm doing it on either side of this line.
That's a
putting
great
down those
idea.
little ladybug shapes, and I'm making it so they carry from one side to the other, sort of like a wave. So I'm using the line on which they're going to grow, but the difference is they're going to grow on either side of the line.
I like that.
And even this by itself is sort of a really cool,
Well, it looks like the start of some interesting things.
right? I think you could do a lot of stuff with that. I didn't really plan on how it would come together. I just really lucked out here. All right. So this is the first part, and now I'm going to go back in and fill in those, what we call ladybug shapes. I think we called it that because it's sort of about the size of a ladybug, but
Well,
it gives
a big
that,
ladybug,
yeah.
but that's good.
I'm just really enjoying filling these in, taking my
It looks
time.
beautiful.
And it's interesting how the character changes when it's filled in.
It's almost like rain that's done with curves instead of
Straight
lines.
yeah. So now that I've got those initial shapes, I'm going to do the aura-ing, very much like the, just regular crescent moon. And you'll notice I turn my tile just about every time. And it just makes for a more comfortable way of holding my hand. So I'll get all the ones done on the outside. and then do them on the inside. And you'll notice I am keeping the shape that I'm auraing on the other side of the pen. So the pen itself never covers, for the most part, what it is that I'm auraing, so I can see what I'm drawing that line next to.
So don't hesitate to stop the video if you're playing along with us, because Rick sometimes
So I jump ahead.
he'll
and-
jump
yeah.
ahead with the photographs. So
So I'm putting down another set of auras, and I'll follow the same drill on the outside and then the inside.
that's cool. Rick, you're as slow as I am fast.
I know. It's a good
We,
combination.
we actually complement each other really well.
So I'm going to put one more aura here.
Maybe you could slow me down when I'm drawing with the,
I
you know,
don't know.
with the
It
with the
just,
film.
it just has that great character, you know, because some of the lines that you do can only be done at speed,
I don't know about that.
like your flourishes. So where I can't put both of them in on that center line, I just made them overlap. So here we go, and I was able to fit 3 comfortably, and I sort of like that because in the coin, and I didn't plan it this way, but in the coin there's a series of 3 auras there, so that worked out really serendipitously. So in my project pack, I had a green 01, and I'm doing like a little bit of takeoff and land from the high points of the crescent moon, and then just auraing it in towards the middle. So I'm going to do that all the way around. And I just really get into the zone, and that's part of doing this slowly. I'm really just really enjoying each individual stroke and just really being, as hokey as it sounds, present in each stroke, really focused there. And trying, or not trying, but just not even thinking about the next one.
The green goes really well with it. I like it with the bronze or whatever that
Yeah.
coin is.
Sort of like a verdigris. Right?
Mm. It's a nice green.
It is, particularly on that paper. Okay, so we've got all of, that's sort of cool.
Mm. Really nice.
But now I want to add some shading, and so to do that, I'm going to put the point and just load the graphite into each little crevice there, knowing that I'm going to come back with my tortillon. And so I did all the inner ones, do all the outer ones. And then just these light circles. And look at that, it's really, really a magic wand. We keep saying that all the time, but it makes such beautiful, subtle gradations.
How lucky we are to use all of the finest materials in the world and able to do all this stuff. You know, it's awesome.
And it's so simple. So we got all of that done. And I think since I've got my white chalk there and we have this beautiful mid-tone paper, I'm just going to put a little bit of highlight on the outer of each one of these.
Nice, it really pops. Huh?
To get a little bit more contrast next to the green.
I did another coin in the collection too that you'll see later. It was a coin that we picked up on the ground, on one of our walks, and it did have the verdigris on it. Mhm.
So I have two tortillones, and I want to make sure I separate them. So I'm just putting this little band on the tortillone that I'm going to use for white. We'll see if that helps, because I keep mixing them up. I don't know, but this is my, we'll see. So there's, the black one, or the graphite one.
They all end up being black
They
ones.
do, yeah. But for now, it makes for good video.
Yeah.
Okay, so just smoothing that in, pushing that a little bit into the grain. And I'm really happy with that.
That's very pretty.
Nice resonance. But as we say, you always put your chop on. And we just had some folks at the last seminar from Korea, and they brought this awesome gift for Maria and me, and it's an actual chop. So this is where the term comes from and where the whole idea comes from of the color of our logo and the idea of putting that like your initials or some little icon on the front. So I'm just opening this up and trying this for the first time. It's really cool. Make sure I probably already have enough on there, but just gonna make sure I have a lot on there. I'm just pushing it on. There we go. How's this come out?
Ah, nice.
Sweet. Okay, so I've got my chop on the front, and I think I signed this, right? So put my signature, and we're putting all of these, or we're inviting you to put these on the app. So the hashtag will be PP05. That's in the notes. And so there we go. That
Beautiful.
was very, very fun. And so glad you stayed with us on this one. And we have a bunch more that we're putting together, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Can't wait to show you all the new things we're doing. Okay, see you later.
Bye now.
Bye.